Hi, this is Tracy's Kitchen and Appalachian Adventures. I'm going to talk about homelessness for women only. Now, we have to be real because the streets are real. We have to be honest. We do have a lot of issues. Women do it. We do have a lot of issues. We have hygienic issues. We have safety issues. I'm hearing about a lot of assaults in the shelters and on the streets. Okay, so we have a lot of issues. Okay, we're very vulnerable on the streets. So let's talk about hygiene first. So let's talk about tampons. Now, what this is interfacing. You can buy interfacing for $1 or $2 a yard. I'm suggesting that you get some um, heavy duty interfacing. Okay, you can get it for $1 or $2 a yard. So if you buy a yard of interfacing, you have enough tampons for 2 or 3 months. Okay, so you cut it into a 4x6 piece. You put some tissue over it, and then you put some cotton over it. Just get a bag of those cotton balls, shred it, and put it over the piece. And then you put some baking soda over that to neutralize the odor. And then you fold it lengthwise, okay? So you go ahead and roll it up, okay? And voila, you got your tampon, okay? Now, if you really think about it, that's what a tampon is. A tampon and a pad is just woven cotton mixed with paper. That's really what it is, okay? But that's how you can make your homemade tampons for the street. That will last about 1 to 2 hours, which is what a regular tampon will last. But the Dollar Tree does have a lot of feminine products. These cleansing cloths, you can use these cleansing cloths. They have, all sorts of hand soaps. You can put that on the cleansing cloths, um, to get the funk off. Because you know what? You want to avoid smelling like the streets, particularly if you have to go to social services. You want to avoid smelling like the streets. Okay, so you can put some Lysol on those cleansing cloths, okay, and wipe yourself down, wipe yourself off. That costs $1. Another type of soap. Uh, you can also use Ajax. Ajax is a very good germ killer. It's very good for your body and laundry. Okay, very good for putting that in your laundry. Good for your body. Uh, and like I said, here's some deodorant. You can get all sorts of hygienic products at the Dollar Tree because really you're on a dollar economy. In other words, all you can afford to do is spend $1 a day. I don't care if you are panhandling. All you can afford to spend is $1 a day. So I recommend you get everything at Dollar Tree. You can probably find some things at Dollar General too, or Family Dollar too. But look, you're on a dollar economy, so yeah, definitely use some Lysol on those cleansing cloths. Like I said, Dollar Tree has a whole bunch of feminine hygiene things. You can use Lysol on those cleansing cloths. Just wipe yourself off and so on. Now let's talk about number two. We cannot be complacent with poverty. Let me move this up some. You cannot be afford to be complacent with poverty. Poverty is an enemy of mankind, and you gotta fight it every day. Okay, you cannot afford to sit on your backpack and do nothing. If you sit on your backpack and just stare at the traffic in New York, then guess what? Nothing's going to get done. If you do nothing, then nothing's going to get done. Okay. Okay. So, um, number one, okay, do all that you need to do. Go to social services, see if they can help you. Go to the charity, see if they can help you find housing. Do all that you need to do, okay, but don't necessarily depend on them. They'll, I'm sure they'll give you food stamps, so they'll help you as much as they can. If you're pregnant and homeless, when I was growing up, if you're pregnant, you're at the very top of the housing list, okay. If you're pregnant and you tell social services you need a house, you're at the very top of the list. But it's not like that now. Who's at the top of the list are refugees and illegals. They're at the very top of the housing list. And I know there's going to be an illegal that's going to write me and say, well, me and my husband are living in a van with our 3 children, and we don't have any housing in San Jose, California. Beautiful San Jose, California. Okay? But 98, I know this is going to be somebody's going to tell me that, but 98% of the housing is going to go to refugees and illegals. If you're an American, I don't care how pregnant you are. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how pregnant you are. And I don't care how poor you are, you're not a priority with the housing. You're not a priority. The priority is refugees and illegals. Okay, that's why you see so many elderly people on the street. They should be into housing, but they're not. They're not a priority. Okay, I'm just being honest here. Okay, if you're homeless in a particular state, California, New York, all of the northeast eastern states, Pennsylvania, Washington D.C., Georgia, Texas, Nevada, those are expensive states, and they're not going to build any housing for you anytime soon. They're really not. If you're poor, if you're homeless, none of these states, none of these expensive states are going to build any housing for you anytime soon. If you are in Manhattan, for example, they're not going to build any housing for you because you have to have $75,000 a year just to even living in an efficiency in Manhattan. So if you're poor and homeless, Manhattan is not going to do anything for you. And you may as well be honest. So I'm suggesting that you move to a cheaper state. Okay. For example, Tennessee. I mean, you may be poor in Tennessee, but at least you got fresh air and you can buy an abandoned shack in Tennessee. Okay. Um, See, you got to get with the program. Wit. WIT, wit. You got to get with the program. Ladies, you got to get with the program. Okay? Stop carrying cash on your body. Okay? If your stuff in your backpack gets stolen, let that go. But see, it's hard to replace identification. It's just a lot of trouble. I'm suggesting that you keep your identification, social security number, driver's license, marriage certificate on your person. Tape it up to your body or something. Okay, because those critical documents are hard to replace. You just got to go back to the state where you're from, and it's just a lot of trouble. Frankly, I think you have to go back to the county seat where you're from. It's just a lot of trouble. Sometimes you can do it over the internet, but it's just a lot of trouble. So look, if somebody steals your backpack, let that go. But you cannot replace. I'm suggesting you keep your identification on your person. Okay. Now, most of us women, we're smarter than men when it comes to money. We just are. Okay. So I'm suggesting, ladies, that you buy a house. You buy an abandoned building. Don't just go squat in the abandoned theater. Go buy the abandoned theater. You can probably buy a commercial property for $1,000. I know you can buy a house for less than $1,000 in Chicago, Detroit, and Toledo, Ohio, if you want to live there. I saw not too long ago a house on about at least 2 acres for $11,000. Now you may have to do the work on the house, but all you got to do is get the books on how to build a house and how to repair a house. Okay, that's all you have to do. You got to get with the program. Okay, stop carrying cash on your body. I recommend that you get a Visa debit or MasterCard debit. Okay, some banks will allow you to open up an account for $5, and I know you're gonna give me an excuse why I don't have an address. That's not my issue. I'm telling you to get with the program. Stop carrying cash on your body. Stop carrying cash in your backpack. Use electronic money. Everybody else uses electronic money. Okay. Get you a hot mail address. People have to be able to send you emails. Okay. You can do all this at the library. You can buy a phone for $3. You'll need a phone because all these agencies, they need a way to get in touch with you. So I'm suggesting to you ladies to buy these. If you're in New York, for example, New York is not going to build you any house anytime soon. You're not going to get any Section 8 housing in New York. I'm going to tell you straight up. You didn't get nothing. You better go to the New York Library and say, you know what? Let me see. I'll try Tennessee. Go look under abandoned houses in Tennessee. And you will see there are plenty of houses that are abandoned. Plenty of hotels that are abandoned. They're up there in the hollows, up there in the mountains. But look, the state of Tennessee will probably give you those things for $300. They don't want them. So I'm suggesting that you go buy abandoned properties, abandoned houses, abandoned lots. People have been telling you all of your life you can't do this or you're not going to do this. Okay, there's nothing stopping you from building a house. All you got to do is follow the directions. The directions are on books, in books. The directions are on YouTube. People have told you all of your life you can't do this, you're not going to do that. Forget what those people saying. Okay? Now, if you say, well, I don't know how to work. Well, you know what? If you want to learn how to work, go to YouTube and watch the people of India. They know how to work. You have people 70, 80, 90, 100 years old out there on the streets selling shoelaces, fruit, bananas, whatever. Okay? They'll teach you how to work. All you got to do is watch them. Okay? But I'm suggesting you ladies, particularly if you're in your 20s, New York is not going to do anything for you anytime soon. Washington, D.C., Nevada, Texas, California, they're not going to do anything for you anytime soon. I'm suggesting that you young people go buy some property that nobody else wants. Take care of your homeless problem. Go buy an abandoned theater. It is yours. Go buy an abandoned store. Go buy an abandoned house. Go buy an abandoned plantation. You can probably buy it for $300. If you're in New York or, yeah, I'm suggesting that you go to Kentucky. Go buy you some abandoned property. Go buy you an abandoned house. Okay, you say, well, I'm not going to get a job if I go to Kentucky. Well, you know what? You create your own job. That's what you have to do. You have to create your own job. Create your own marketplace. Okay, you can sell vegetables. You can do what the people in India do. Sell vegetables, sell shoelaces, sell something. But I'm suggesting that you create your own economy. You can sell gift baskets, scarves, hats, a lot of things. But you have to take care of your homeless problem first. You have to buy, I'm suggesting that you buy an abandoned house, abandoned lot that nobody else wants in the cheap states. Have a nice day.